Hello, guys. Good evening. Welcome to our daily market insights. And I am so sorry we were not able to go live yesterday, but we still have today, and we can talk about your favorite stocks. So I welcome you all. Please go ahead and drop a comment and let me know your favorite stocks so we can review them together. Okay. And while we wait for other viewers to start joining, there's one new feature that I want to show you in Instagrams, and I think you will love this because this will help us really enrich our skill further in the area of trading. So this is their new trading environment where you can practice on the trades, and it doesn't have to be during market hours because these are the charts from the companies that they feature here, showing the historical data. So like for instance, this one, if I want to practice, so by the way, before you get transferred to this page, you are to click the menu icon at the upper right hand side of Instagrams, and then it will show you trading grounds. Okay, and you can click I want practice or I want challenge. So I just discovered this I think yesterday or 2 days ago. Okay, so if you want to practice, you can. So you're in here now. All you have to do is just based on your analysis, based on the indicators you've set up here. Let me just go ahead and do that. Remove all indicators so we can add our own. For example, Bollinger Band, because that's the indicator that we use, and RSI. Then from here, now that you already have set up, you can click next day if you feel that the current candlestick is not yet within your analysis. So if let's say this is not yet a good as an entry price, you click next day, click next day. Now let's say if you feel that this is already good to buy, just click buy and go click next day again. Now, see that? So that when we entered at this level, the next day it jumped. Okay, let's see if it will continue to go up. There, let's say if I want to take profit, I just sell. Okay, so just continue doing that until, of course, you apply what you know about technical analysis. So this is a very good training ground for everyone, for us to hone our skill further in the area of trading. Okay, so go ahead and try it out. It doesn't have to be during the live market hours before you can do this, be it a Sunday, a weekend, or wee hours of the morning. You can try this out and practice. Okay. All right. So who do we have so far? Oh, hi there. Where's cute Bea? Marcus said, "Where are you?" She's actually beside me. You greet everyone.
Hello.
No, they can't see you. You just speak a little louder.
Hi everyone.
Okay. Louder.
Hi everyone.
Okay. So I just took a picture of her today. I'm gonna share it to you guys. For those people who don't know who Bea is my daughter. She's how old are you? She's 8 years old. Okay. Thanks. Don Austria would like us to review gtcap and FLI. So I'll take note of all your requests. So in chronological order, I will review them. So first is gtcap from Don and FLI, of course. Next would be from Geraldo, WPI, MRC, MBT. Jonald is Meralco. MPI is there, and then MPI is next, and then BP is already there. Hi there, Miss JD and Bea. Okay. And done. Okay. So guys, before I start, just check it out. I think this is an awesome feature of Instagrams where you can practice trading. But for now, let's go to the chart so we can leave. We can start reviewing your stocks, and just hide this so we have a bigger space. Load chart. Okay. And we make settings. So we have gtcap. Okay. For gtcap, we are currently in the area very near the support for gtcap, and this gives us some promising moves for the past 2 days. 2 days that is showing us a green candlestick. So I would assume in the coming days this will give us a good lift in its a price. So if you really would like to play safe, the closer you are to the 832 level or 832.27 level, the better. But either way, the area where it is at right now is already a good entry price. FLI. FLI here. Okay. So from the price where it is at right now, so let's check if we have a support in that area. Screen it from top to bottom from where it is at right now. So this is because we see here one, and then some price rejection in this area. It's giving us a bounce in this level. This one as well. There's a trend that the price stops at this area. So I am going to plot my support right there. Okay. So several instances showing us a bounce in this level. So what I can say is that tomorrow there is a big chance that this will be hit once more. So if you want to get in this stock, the safest approach here is you wait for a green candlestick, and the candlestick should have a base price of 1.53, and most of the action should happen on the upside, and it has to end above 1.53. Okay, start from here. Most of the action should be here. Even better if, of course, your candlestick should engulf this one, because remember the rule of our Bollinger Band. Okay, so when it is triggering the lower Bollinger Band, the candlestick that we should be waiting for is an engulfing candle. So it has to end much higher than the previous candlestick, and it has to end within the Bollinger Band. So two key areas to watch out for, of course, this being the support, and it has to end above this candlestick. So just I think this is a wait and see game for FLI. WPI. For WPI, this is a support that we see. Okay, and it's also triggering the lower Bollinger Band. So while it's true that that's the support, I have a feeling that it might continue to dip, because your RSI is not giving us a sign yet. What we want to see here is that this is the support. Okay, let's say that's the support where it is at right now. But what we want to see in your RSI is something like this. It should give us a direction that's like that. But right now, it's not giving us that direction. It's only just straight. Okay, so that's the ideal setup that we're waiting for. So just wait and see, because there's it might challenge this support by tomorrow. But if it gives us a good bounce, and let's say this RSI gives us an upward direction, then that's a good sign. Overall, let us see. We're still at the support level, support area for this one. Yeah. Let us see the weekly chart. Still, it's not very stable yet. It might go sideways in the coming days or weeks. Hi, Wiki. Let's add your PHA. Jan, Ali, Meg, allhc, Abba, and Phen. Okay. WPI, MRC. Oh, MRC. I think MRC is going to dip again. It's challenging that lower Bollinger Band. So it might test this support one more time, the 0.2950, this level. I hope that's the lowest it can get, because this has been on a decline for several months now, almost a year. Yep, almost a year on a decline, and then doing some sideways in this area. So hopefully it stops at the 0.2950 area. Okay, so when it reaches that and you still have an RSI that looks like this, then you're in a good level. So again, just to emphasize, it might reach this area, and then when it reaches your support area, your RSI should maintain to have a look, to have an upward direction. When you have that set up, then that signifies a possible reversal soon or bounce. MBT. For MBT, you had a good bounce, but your RSI, your MA20 line acted as a resistance. So it might revisit your support one more time, just to stabilize in that area before it gives us a good bounce. So this is what I'm looking at. This is how it will look like. So here, and before it goes up again and then continue to go up. Okay. So just observe, there's a big chance that it will revisit 66.97 or 67 area. Either way, still we are bullish in our sentiment for MBT. This is Metro Bank. Meralco. This is what we're seeing for Meralco. It's like a symmetrical triangle. So use this as your support and resistance. What you want to see here is that when the price breaks out of that line that we have up here, then that's a good entry price, because we might have another wave or bullish momentum for Meralco. Okay, so wait for it to break out of this triangle. Next one is MPI. MPI, where do we draw the support? Okay, we screen from top to bottom, and the starting point would be the current price. So screen it from here down. Okay, do we see an area where it stops? Okay, so of course, this is the next support. Okay, here. Reason for that is because several times it hit that level over here, and it used to be the resistance. So the previous resistance will now be your support. Then we have, we can say here is that let's observe. Hopefully, the price stops at the 4.88 and then gives us a good bounce. Now, if you're in MPI as a trader, make sure to, before you even enter a trade, you have to establish your stop loss area. What is your tolerable risk around this stock? 3 to 5% loss or 3% loss, right? But make sure if your platform does not have an automatic stop loss triggers, you have to watch the market and then set. That is if you are a trader. Now, if you are an investor and you believe in MPI, when it dips further, wait for the right timing. And the right timing is when it is about to bounce. That's the time you add some more volume. PHA. PHA is currently doing sideways. Okay. So if you want to give it a try, the area where it is at right now is already a good entry price, 0.54, 0.56 level. That should be already okay. Because overall, you're at a cheap level. And I have a feeling this has already filled the gap that we were mentioning before because it even reached this level. Okay, so I think this is just a bounce that is awaiting to happen, hopefully soon. Okay. So overall, so we are in the weekly chart now. If you go back to the daily chart, it's the same pattern over here, trying to stabilize and consolidate in the area where it is at right now. Ali, okay. I'd like to mark two areas here. This is not a good sign because it there was a price breakdown that happened today. Um, this area was a resistance, so in this candlestick previously is also a candlestick that is bearish, that so that you could have already taken profit around this area. If you've entered right here, this could have been a profit taking area. This is the candlestick showing signs of weakness. So next areas to watch out for would be this area. Next would be this area. Okay. Now, what we want to see here is that, of course, from this level to this level, it should give us some upward direction in RSI, but currently not very observable sign yet. I don't see any any obvious hints that it will bounce anytime soon. I mean, it will bounce right away. So, but tomorrow we will see what the price action is around this area and this area. Okay. Meg. For Meg, okay, this could be a good sign, but we're not out of the woods yet. Okay, so while it's true that it's showing us an upward movement, what we want to see here is that hopefully tomorrow the price ends inside the Bollinger Band, okay, and it has to be higher than this red candlestick. Okay, so we were talking about the rule in the Bollinger Band. The next three candlesticks should at least be higher of this red candlestick that ended outside of the Bollinger Band. But if you want to get in near 4.38 if the market gives us a chance at that area. allhc, okay, it triggered check out two areas here and of course this area. So that's one. Let me okay. So we have price landing here, here, and here, and here. So we have a solid support in the area of 1.37. Check it out, guys. Maybe the market will give us a chance in this level. All right. allhc. Hi, Maria. Why are you still awake? Jado, FNI. Okay, let's add that. JFC for G-Boy. Uh, Good evening, JV. Thanks for always tagging Ian Perez. You guys are so cool. Um, Lester, hi. Thank you for joining us tonight. You're from UAE. Let's include Vita for JV. Wiki, yeah, thank you for adding your friends. Laura, right, let's continue. LHC, next is ABBA. For ABBA, still doing some sideways movement. Hopefully, so you see it is sitting right at the MA20 line. So guys, the blue line here is your moving average in the past 20 days. So I use the default for the Bollinger Band. So that's the price. Okay, so the next area to watch out for, of course, hopefully, so the rule of thumb is, or our condition tomorrow is that price starts at 0.91, okay, and then most of the action should happen on the upside. Then we can say that it's just retracing at the MA20 line. But what's scary is if most of the action happens on the downs below the MA20 level, then we can say it might revisit. Let's check out the weekly chart to have a clearer picture. Okay. Oh, on the weekly chart, we're still at a good level. So let's just put this area as 0.87 as the safest support for our ABBA. So that's how you also do it, guys. If you really want to understand the overall direction of the market or of the stock, uh, zoom out a little bit and look at the weekly or even monthly chart so you understand the sentiment. So overall, this is where we want to plot our support at the 0.87 area. Phen. For Phen, okay, so we're not yet safe for Phen, guys. Still on a downward movement here. So what we see here, it's moving downwards, and your RSI is also moving downwards. So I have a feeling it will still move further down. So just be extra careful. Let me see. Take a look at the weekly chart. Okay, see that? It broke your MA20 line. So where do we go next? From here, let's plot a very significant area for your support. Let's check. Okay, because you have some consolidation that happened here from the price where it is at right now, screen from this area downwards. Okay, so this 2.04 is the next support that we see. It's the nearest one. Okay, now let's go back to the daily chart. Okay, so it's an area. Remember that it's an area, guys, so it could be a 2. There you go. Make it 2. Oh, you dropped my phone. There you go. So 2 pesos area. Just observe what the price action is when it reaches that level. FNI. FNI, guys, is it also triggered this area. And go back to the weekly chart. Okay, see that? So I have a feeling it might revisit your MA20 line once again. So let's plot that here. Okay. So that's the area that I can see as the next possible support for FNI. So there's a big chance that this week it might give us a much cheaper price if you want to get in uh, around the 1.55 level. So just wait if you're really interested in the stock. Wait for that right timing. Okay. So going back to the daily chart, so it might give us a chance right here. Hopefully, it gives us an engulfing candle, a green candlestick when it reaches this level. And next would be JFC. For JFC, wow, I think the consolidation is still ongoing for JFC. I would have to say you are still at the buy area for JFC. Okay, just for as long as that support is not broken. 220, 219 area. Because what I can see here is that, yeah, in this level, price is still moving. Price is still giving us an upward direction for its RSI. So start accumulating, guys, for JFC. JFC is a good brand, and I'm sure there will be a lot of promising numbers that we will be expecting from JFC, especially because we're entering the bear months. People have more money during the as we get closer to the Christmas season. Vita. Vita is going to be hopefully this upward direction is going to sustain. We had a bounce today, so I would say treat 1.10 as your 1.10, 1.11. That would be your support area. Okay, settings. Okay, that is your support. So if in case you're interested, that's the best entry price. All right, and the next one is okay. Was I able to review everyone's request? Hi, Carlo and Ed. Oh, there you go. Sorry. Nico said he wants us to review AGI. Let's add that. And thanks, Wiki, for sharing our live to your friend, Tamia. Guys, also just a simple request. I think we can be good instruments to our colleagues, friends, and families. Share our live session to them on their wall, in your chat groups, trading groups, and in this way we can learn from one another. Let's start influencing our friends. Share our live sessions to them. So if they're not able to join us during the live session, this is recorded. They can go back to it right after the market closes, probably validate whether our analysis is correct or not. Okay, so this is a good initiative that we are starting, and I hope this continues really, really for a long time. AGI for Nico and MBT. Ed, I already talked about MBT. Let's see if we can go back to it later, but this Let's try to cover the ones we have not discussed yet. Carlo, yours is APC. Joe, food. DMC for Leseram. Okay, X, Pepe, and IDC. There you have it. Okay, let's continue. So last was Vita, AGI. Hmm, happened to you, AGI? Are we safe? No, not yet. But okay. So your RSI, look at that. From here to here, from here, it's giving us an upward direction. Okay, so you already have hint number one, but the only thing that we're waiting for is for this, the next candlestick, okay, to be green. It has to end inside the Bollinger Band and that has to engulf this candlestick. When you say engulf, it has to be bigger in size in the body, higher in price. Okay, so potentially around, let's say if it ends around 1104, 1105, and starting price is around 10.80, then you're already good. That's already the bounce that we're waiting for. Probably enter when it reaches around 11 pesos. There you go. That is, oh, the best technique there is try to um, do it before the market closes. That's one strategy that some people are using. They want to, of course, just observe, the movement the entire day, and then before the market closes, they want to find out where the current price is at, because potentially that's where it'll end. Okay, so that's the condition that we have. Price has to start at 10.80, and then it has to end much higher than this day's candlestick. Okay, because your RSI is already giving us some hints. But even though it shows an upward direction, it doesn't mean that it will bounce overnight. Sometimes it lingers in that area for several days, like what happened to JFC, right? JFC has been giving us that upward direction, but it gave us this type of movement. Very, very minimal moves for several weeks now. But your RSI has been telling us that it's already bound to bounce anytime soon. So that could be another behavior of a stock. APC. For APC, okay, the support here is neatly placed at this area. Obvious sign, very, very obvious sign is that the price lands at this level for several weeks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Almost 2 weeks landing at the same level. Now, it broke your MA20 line, and look at your MA20 line pointing downward. So there's a big chance it might even revisit this area. So if you're interested in this stock, wait till it reaches this level and observe what the price action is. Hopefully it bounces in that level. Okay. Food. Food. This is the support we're seeing. You're still close. 0.67. That's your that is the support that we see. So if you believe in the fundamentals of food, I would have to say this is already a good time to start accumulating volume. But again, guys, my insights and recommendations are only based on the charts that I see using the indicators that I use. There are so many indicators that other people are using, and it might have a different recommendation. But yeah, ours is for the charts only, and your task is to look into the fundamentals, study the numbers of these companies, the projects. So do your assignment, because It's your hard-earned money that you are investing in these companies. So where do we get the information around fundamental analysis? So it's PSE Edge. Okay, I hope you guys are familiar with that. This is where you will see the next dividend, their revenue. Okay, although you will also see the revenue here, right? So that's your task. The next one is DMC. For DMC, okay, another case of triggering the lower Bollinger Band, and we are not yet super safe. Although, even though you see that this is much higher than this point over here, we're still not safe. What we want to see is an engulfing candle. Okay, a green candlestick that's bigger and higher in price than this candlestick. Okay, look at this. Your price goes down. Okay, so we just need one more hint before we can really say that we have a strong conviction that it is already going to bounce. Next would be X. X is okay, not yet safe for X. Trying to do some sideways here. Let's look at the weekly chart. Still, yeah, we're just waiting for that big volume to start spiking up in the before it gives us a good bounce. But in the weekly chart, you are still sitting at the support area for this stock, 0.90, 0.91, around that. Okay, see that? So let's just wait and see. Wait for a green candlestick before you can say, okay, this is already it. IDC. IDC. Okay. In the weekly chart, the safest support that I can see here is, of course, your MA20 line. That's the support that we see. So potentially, if this candlestick, every candlestick here represents 1 week worth. So this week is currently at red. So I have a feeling it might revisit 6.03 area. Now let's take a look at the daily chart. Okay, so the goal here is that this uh, MA20 line, hopefully the price bounces at that level. If it breaks down, then it could visit the 6.03 again. Okay, there you have it. Why MA20? What's in MA20? Why not use other time frame like MA50? Yeah, some people do that. They combine the different moving averages and putting MA20, MA50. So, but for me, I just don't want to complicate it. I just use the default, and I feel that the most recent the most recent days are more influential uh, in dictating the price. But MA50, based on what I've researched in YouTube, MA50 is also a very strong moving average indicator. So it also suggests which trend it goes. So the goal there is if you want to combine both, you can even do that. That's what they call AOTS. If you've also researched that, um, the much faster time frame, or the much should I say MA20 should be higher than MA50. MA50 should be higher than MA100 for us to say that the direction of the stock is in an upward trend. If you want to test it out, this is how it should look like. I know some of you guys may have already asked this before, but let's just show it. Okay, let me just use the white There are so many lines that I need to show. So here, for example, 1, 2, 3. Moving average. What is happening? Okay, anyway, it's delaying, giving me a lot of dead air. Anyway, but that's the goal, guys. Just research about AOTS. Let's see, I'll check if I can get a good resource around that. I just searched it in YouTube, and that's what they do. They combine the different moving averages. PRMX and tech for Nikki. And tech. Okay, let's check that out first. PRMX. Okay, your PRMX is still in the consolidation stage, giving us some sideways movement. Okay, so if you want to get in, I think you're still in a good level, sitting at the support for this stock. 2.01 to 2 pesos would be a good entry price for this one, provided it does not break down. Okay, so if the price breaks down, make sure to cut your losses within your tolerable risk area. Mine would be 3 to 5%. Tech. Okay, tech is still okay. Most of the happenings here are you're now in the oversold area, right? Currently, it's sitting at the 27 level. So, if you are to zoom out, okay, it's giving us that downward direction, right? But your RSI still now giving us an upward direction. So we're now starting to gain some momentum in terms of the buying activities for this stock. So hopefully, look, the candlestick is now give. This is, I think, this is a hammer, right? When this thing appears at the support area, then there's a big chance that the next candlestick is going to be bullish. And if that happens, it ends within the Bollinger Band. It ends within that lower Bollinger Band, and it engulfs this candlestick, then we can say it is already a bounce. Okay, but if you want to get in, observe what happens around the 8.52 area tomorrow. Okay, now let's check out YouTube. There's a guy, Rainier Tio, moving average. Check out the videos from this guy. He is really good. He's very clear in articulating himself, giving us, some helpful information about the stock markets, focusing on technical analysis. So I'd like you to check out his moving average trading secrets, because this will explain, right, the different strategies if you want to use moving average as your main indicator. But for this one, I'm already used to my Bollinger Band and RSI, and yeah, I just don't want to complicate it, and it works for me, so I'll use it. Okay. Um, Yay, Laura is already with us. Thanks, Laura, for accepting Ricky's invite to join us. Um, Thanks, Carlo. I hope I was able to give some insights around moving average. Yep, Rainer Teo. There you go. So guys, I'm really sorry I was not able to do the live yesterday, but yep, we'll try to be more consistent in our time. And my last request, of course, is please don't forget to check out Miss JD. Let's also support this channel and let's grow this channel as well, so that people who prefer to watch our videos in YouTube will also have the option to do so. So that way we're in Facebook and we're also in YouTube, right? And share our live sessions with your friends. Okay, so in the meantime, good night and chat with you again tomorrow. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.